keeping you informed, prepared, and connected. You're watching 10 Tampa Bay.
Thanks so much for joining us for 10 Tampa Bay this weekend. I'm Emerald Morrow, and tonight for Miranda Parnell. We start tonight with some breaking news. Right now, the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office is looking for the person responsible for a deadly road rage shooting. Investigators tell us early this afternoon they got a call about a man shot near 301 in Bloomingdale near the Wawa gas station. They are still gathering information but have confirmed this started as a road rage incident after one car cut off the other. Right now, detectives are combing through surveillance cameras and talking to witnesses, trying to find the person responsible, and they need your help.
This is a very busy highway. They're looking through cameras that might be along this road, and we're also asking the public, if you saw anything, please contact HCSO with any tips. No tip is too small to help us to find out exactly what happened here.
And again, if you were in the area and saw anything, please call the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. And of course, we will continue to monitor this story and bring you any updates as we get them on air and online on 10tampabay.com. Hundreds are gathering tonight to remember former USF men's basketball coach Amir AbdulRahee. His former college, Kennesaw State University, held a celebration of life in his honor. AbdulRahee came to USF last season and led the Bulls to one of the program's best records and winning a regular season AAC title. He passed away this week from complications during a medical procedure. Before USF, AbdulRahee led Kennesaw State to its first NCAA tournament. Tonight, Kennesaw State president shared what she remembered about Coach.
The lasting impact of Coach AbdulRahee extends far beyond the confines of the court. He taught us valuable life lessons that transcended sports, the importance of teamwork, of perseverance, and always striving for greatness. His legacy will be felt in the hearts of every player he coached, every student he mentored, and every member of our community who had the privilege to know him.
USF will hold its own celebration of life for AbdulRahee on November 2nd at the Yuengling Center. The presidential election is just over a week out, and today the Hillsborough County NAACP talked with voters about critical issues heading into the big day. The civil rights group focused on Project 2025, a controversial set of conservative policies from the Heritage Foundation. It's something the think tank wants President Trump to consider implementing if he wins the election. Now, Mr. Trump has distanced himself from the policies, but local leaders say they fear what this could mean, especially for marginalized communities.
What I've seen in it personally frightens me. I mean, just to talk about what they want to do with state agencies, there's a talk of a national abortion ban. We know in Florida we're already living under an extremist ban.
The Trump administration or the Trump campaign has distanced itself from Project 2025 from the word go, because they had their
Okay, looks like we're having a little bit of a technical difficulty there, but that was the representative from the Hillsborough County Republican Party. And just a little bit more information about the Heritage Foundation. It opened its doors in 1977. The foundation says it has more than 7,000 candidates willing to serve out their policies in the next administration. We'll have a full story tonight at 11:30. Well, it's been more than 2 weeks since Hurricane Milton made landfall, and today Hillsborough County extended the state of local emergency. It's now in effect through November 3rd, and it will free up resources to help with ongoing recovery efforts. It also gives a path for federal reimbursement of certain expenses. This is the third extension of the state of emergency for Hillsborough County. Well, if you notice a little something in the air today, you're not alone. Meteorologist Colleen Campbell joins us now to talk about the volcanic ash in the area. Hey, Colleen.
Hey, Emerald. Yeah, so we've had a weather quality kind of alert going on since Friday. Part of that is due to some slower winds at the surface, not really stirring things up. But yeah, we have some volcanic ash that has been traveling over. Here's a view of this morning's sunrise. I'm going to put this into play mode. We're starting this at 7 a.m. And look at all these vibrant colors. We have very fiery colors in the sky. Normally we see this with Saharan dust, but this is not Saharan dust. it is actually smoke and ash and little particle matter that's being lifted into the sky and carried by the jet stream. So if we look at the jet, it is really speedy, of course, the jet usually is, right? But look how it's really pushing that wind into our region in the next couple days, and it's carrying that ash from that volcano in Mexico with it. So this is Mexico's most active volcano. I'll just call it Popo because my Spanish isn't the best, and it's a tough one to say. But it's located about 43 miles southeast of Mexico City, and what we're getting out of it is vibrant sunrises and sunsets, and it is pretty outside right now. But we also have this air quality issue. Most of us won't be affected by this, but if you are part of that sensitive group, you may notice a little bit of a tickle in your throat. Emerald?
Thank you, Colleen. Well, after back-to-back hurricanes caused widespread devastation across our area, volunteers are helping keep Pinellas beautiful with cleanup. 10 Tampa Bay's Nick Valturo takes us to St. Pete Beach.
It's a labor of love and dedication.
We all need to get together, get the debris up, help the community.
Volunteers, many from out of state, sifting through sand and debris, determined to restore this beloved beach.
I volunteer a lot at home, and so to be able to give back to the community that we love here, it was a no-brainer.
It's interesting to see when you get down here how bad the devastation was, and it's way more than they've shown us.
Brucker's visiting from Kansas City, but this beach holds a special place in her heart.
It's the least we could do. It's the most beautiful place in our hearts.
Yeah.
It's our paradise.
Thousands of pounds of trash hauled off the beach.
It's been all kinds of trash, and not even just trash, but debris from docks, from homes, from all that kind of stuff. It's been heartbreaking.
Tires, wood, even concrete slabs scattered by the storms.
We're finding large planks and tires and you name it. We found it washed up on the beach and just the entire stretch of Pinellas County.
From dawn till dusk, the beach transformed, each volunteer leaving their mark.
This is what I want to do. And I made sure I prepared myself since 5 o'clock this morning.
Strength in numbers, one piece of debris at a time.
And we've been so successful because the community is showing up, because people care.
In St. Pete, Nick Valturo, 10 Tampa Bay.
Keep Pinellas beautiful. We'll be back at St. Pete Beach tomorrow evening for another cleanup. Right now, a strike could be looming for concession workers at Tampa International Airport. On Friday, local members of the labor union Unite Here voted unanimously to authorize a strike. If the airport and the union do not reach an agreement by Thursday, that strike could be in effect. Now, this would impact workers in airport restaurants like Rumfish, Mise en Place, and Chick-fil-A. Union representatives say they are asking for free health insurance and significant wage increases. They say many of its members can't afford to put food on the table and pay rent. A spokesperson with TPA tells us the airport is monitoring the situation. And in St. Pete, thousands are getting into the spooky season spirit, packing the streets today for the 4th annual Halloween on Central. St. Pete's largest open-air event allows you to stroll along Central Avenue and check out local businesses while enjoying an early Halloween celebration. It's been a lot of fun for those who came out and also a great distraction from the recent hurricanes.
Definitely a way, yeah, it's definitely a way for everybody to get their mind off of what just happened. The major, a major distraction from what everything is going on in basically real life.
And there were activities for the whole family, everything from trick-or-treating and live music to performers, food trucks, and costume contests. Well, QR codes are everywhere, from restaurants to storefronts. Now, some people claim scammers are putting them on parking meters to steal your money. Up next, our Verified team looks into the trend and how you can protect yourself.
Election night 2024, the amendments, the local races, and the run for the White House.
10 Tampa Bay will have up-to-date results for you all night long with exclusive non-stop streaming coverage live right here on 10 Tampa Bay Plus. Live reports from all over our area and across the state.
And a local political panel from both sides will break down what it all means as the votes come in.
Watch 10 Tampa Bay and 10 Tampa Bay Plus.
Election night starting at 7. Jeopardy is for everybody.
Paramedic, a retired teacher, psychiatrist.
The next super champion could be anyone. It could be you.
That's amazing.
On Jeopardy!
Jeopardy weeknights at 7:30, right here on 10 Tampa Bay.
10 Tampa Bay's Weather Impact Alert takes forecasting to the next level.
Especially during hurricane season.
Our Weather Impact team alerts you to dangerous weather days before it happens.
Landfall looking like Wednesday, early Thursday.
Telling you the impacts you can expect in your area.
Flash flooding from fresh water.
Not having power for a few days.
And how to stay safe.
Sebring, you need to be in your safe spot.
Weather Impact Alert only on 10 Tampa Bay. A mass shooting on the streets of Ybor.
So it was all hands on deck.
1 year later, 10 investigates the officer's response.
There's some rumors going around about this incident.
And what's changed on the force to keep streets safe. Monday at 11, only on 10 Tampa Bay.
Welcome back to 10 Tampa Bay This Weekend. I'm Emerald Morrow. Many cities are trying to simplify parking payments by using a QR code on meters, but could your money actually end up going to a scammer? Verify's Brandon Lewis looks into the claim and how you can stay safe.
Posts on social media are encouraging drivers to double check the QR sticker on the parking meter before paying because they could end up getting scammed. One person posted on Reddit saying they lost nearly $100 in an unnamed city. So, are these scams really happening? Let's verify. Our sources are multiple police and parking authorities nationwide and the Better Business Bureau. Many cities accept digital parking payments and direct users to their app or website using a QR code. However, police across the country say they are seeing scammers replace the QR codes, or in some cases the entire information sticker, on the parking meters. The codes then take users to scam websites like this one in Redondo Beach, California, that slightly misspelled pay by phone, or in another instance, the code directed users in Honolulu to download a fake app with a nearly identical name as the real one used by the city. Scammers then use your credit card number and personal information to make unauthorized purchases. So, yes, scammers are using fake QR codes to steal people's information at some parking meters. The BBB recommends paying in cash or with a credit card at the meter if it's an option. You can also visit the city's official website to learn real ways to digitally pay for parking. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
And if you see something you'd like us to verify, you can email your questions to us at verify@10tampabay.com, or you can text us at 727-577-8522. All right, beautiful day out there. We've got meteorologist Colleen Campbell here with us, and we're hoping that will stick with us for the rest of this holiday week.
Yeah, Emerald, we're going to close out October with pretty nice conditions. We were just talking about that volcanic ash that's coming over from Mexico near Puebla, and that's causing these very pretty sunsets and sunrises as well. Look at this. This is a live view from our Ascent St. Petersburg camera, and it is just beautiful. I mean, look at those colors, and really not a ton of cloud cover out there. You may have noticed a little bit of haziness in the sky today. Yes, that is partially due to that ash. That's why we've had that air quality alert that's been in effect really since Friday. Now, don't forget, we've returned to standard time, the end of daylight saving time, on the 3rd. So we will have that clock change. You gain an hour's sleep. Our sunrises are earlier, but our sunsets are also earlier. Everything gets pushed back an hour, right? So that occurs on November 3rd, and then after that, yeah, we're stuck with those sunsets that come a little bit earlier in the night. So by this time next week, we'll be seeing some darker skies, right? Current conditions across our region, we're in the lower 80s, lower 70s in places like Clearwater. We have a little bit of a different wind direction there. Crystal River also at cooler 75. Bartow inland, we have some upper 70-degree temperatures. Overall, feeling pretty fantastic no matter where you are. Here's the satellite and radar. Not seeing too much on radar here, just a few speckles indicating a stray raindrop or two, if that. But most of us just seeing the hazy skies that we've been dealing with the last few days. Expanding the picture, here's that front that's been just sinking over our area. It's stationary, it's not really moving much, but we also have an area high pressure that continues to push out to the east. Now we have another area high pressure. See all this dry air right here, nothing going on to the northwest of us. That is going to start approaching our area as we close out October and begin November, and that's why we've been saying the tropics will be good up until the 31st. Next couple hours here, temperatures will gradually, steadily fall down into the lower 70s, upper 60s. pretty mild compared to how we normally feel this time of the year. Usually our overnight lows are in the lower 60s. And yes, the tropics, we had some changes in the last 24 hours. The National Hurricane Center last night put a tag on this area. There's nothing forming there right now, but eventually over the next week or so, we will see a broad area low pressure form. And from there, yes, we do start seeing what could come of the tropics. Right now, there's nothing to track. We could look at models all day long. The ensemble models are in a better agreement. I'll tell you that. I don't have that pulled up here, but the ensemble models with the GFS shows an agreement of a system that, if it does form, pushing off towards the northeast. So we would have to watch around the Cuba area. But again, until we actually get a system to form and some circulation, well, then we're not really tracking much. I can show you, though, here's that area high pressure. This is on Halloween, October 31st. That's keeping us good, increasing our wind speeds. The jet is a little bit breezier. We have some winds that will pick up the pace as we start off this week. And then we have another front moving through. There's that drier air behind it. So this secondary area high pressure really is going to be that steering current for any tropical system that forms. We just have to get the timing together, right? So until that tropical system does form, which again, 40% chance over the next several days, we really have to match that up with what else is going on in the atmosphere so we can get an idea on the direction. But right now, it's just a thought and idea, right? Here's your 7-day forecast. Look at Halloween. We will be pretty warm for those trick-or-treaters. We have a daytime high that's in the mid to upper 80s, depending where you are. But it will be breezy, so hopefully that breeze can help us out and we're not sweating through our costumes.
Yes, fingers crossed. Thanks, Colleen. Well, it's not just us, but our furry friends also love showing off their best costume. Sparkman Wharf hosted Halloween for the pets. The highlight of this event is obviously the costume contest. There were a number of categories, including Best Dressed Pup and Best Dressed Human and Pup Combo. A lot of good looks out there, but this year's winner was pretty presidential.
You know, it's a big year this year with election year, so we figured these are our two boys. Let's make them Kamala and Trump, and it ended up paying off.
They
did a great job. They did a great job.
Everybody loved them. They truly are the star of the show.
How cute. Well, those in attendance got a chance to trick or treat and also got a bag full of goodies and surprises. A Grammy-winning jazz musician back home in Pinellas County. Up next, the advice he's giving to aspiring musicians at his alma mater.
Election night 2024, the amendments, the local races, and the run for the White House.
10 Tampa Bay will have up-to-date results for you all night long with exclusive non-stop streaming coverage live right here on 10 Tampa Bay Plus. Live reports from all over our area and across the state.
And a local political panel from both sides will break down what it all means as the votes come in.
Watch 10 Tampa Bay and 10 Tampa Bay Plus.
Election night starting at 7.
Here are the stars of our show.
I am your host, Ryan Seacrest.
The Wheel You Love is back.
Yes!
There it is.
Yeah, baby.
Let's have some fun.
Wheel, weeknights at 7 on 10 Tampa Bay. 10 Tampa Bay's Storm Recovery Special. Ask the Experts answered your hurricane-related questions.
We are here to get you the help you need.
From insurance to filing with FEMA, tree removal, and more.
When you start tearing into things that have visible mold on it, the spores can get in the air.
Even if you didn't experience damage, it can help you prepare for future storms.
Can a renter get help from FEMA?
Absolutely. Stream it today on 10 Tampa Bay Plus. Search Storm Recovery. Ask the Experts. A mass shooting on the streets of Ybor.
So it was all hands on deck.
1 year later, 10 investigates the officer's response
There's some rumors going around about this incident.
and what's changed on the force to keep streets safe. Monday at 11, only on 10 Tampa Bay.
This is 10 Tampa Bay This Weekend. I'm Emerald Morrow in for Miranda. A Grammy-winning saxophone player is back home in Pinellas County to give local high schoolers a bit of advice. 10 Tampa Bay photojournalist Zakiah Wall was there when 24-year-old Kendrick McAllister returned to Gibbs High School to share some wisdom at his alma mater.
I feel like I can really relate to him.
And I just think it's really cool that, you know, I'm stepping in the same grounds that he has. He's won a Grammy, he's on tour, I mean, nationwide, like in the globe, actually.
So the goal was never to win a Grammy. What it meant was an appreciation of the work that not just I put in, but that we all put in. I've always wanted to come back and share and give back to the students sitting in the same position I was in, you know, not that long ago. I'm a musician, and you guys are musicians. I have been, you know, just this kid, saxophone player in the area, playing saxophone, going down to the jam sessions, kind of hanging around. And they saw me grow just as much as the professors saw me grow, the people around this city. You don't let some kind of limitation hinder in life. You don't let some kind of limitation hinder you. When I left here, I brought that wherever I went. Like the culture that I inherited from this program.
It's very inspiring to see that. It really just makes you feel like that's something I could achieve in my future as a musician. Having the same teachers that taught him, it's a very good place to grow up as a musician.
First of all, I am so inspired. Number one, 24 years old with a Grammy Award. That is amazing.
Awesome opportunity.
Yes, and number two, I love jazz music. I really do.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to like add him into rotation.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I do too. It's so soothing and relaxing. Yeah. So very cool stuff. Do we have a time look at the 7-day? Yeah, there it is. All right, so we have temperatures that are pretty warm the next few days, but conditions will turn breezy, really Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Even for Halloween, I don't think your trick-or-treaters will be blowing around, but I can tell you that breeze will feel good with an 88-degree temperature. Yeah, it's going to be a little toasty for those kids.
Yes, it definitely will. And those costumes will. Thank you so much for joining us on 10 Tampa Bay this weekend. We'll see you again tonight at 11:30.